Welcome to Let's Accelerate guys. My name is Tariq and I'm back again with a new video. So guys, in the previous video we learned about the data types in Excel and knew the types of the data we can enter into the cell and explain each data types. In this video we will be learning about entering those data types and understand in the depth about the data types related to the number, value and the text. So before we start, let me inform you that if you're watching our video first time and want to learn Excel from very basic, then you can watch this series from beginning. I have shared the link of this playlist in the description and in the eye icon of this video. And if you're watching this video on YouTube, so please don't forget to subscribe our channel and hit the bell icon so that you get the notification when we upload a new video. And if you're watching this video on Facebook, then don't forget to like and follow our feed. So not wasting much time, let's get started. Let's start with the entering number. So suppose if you want to enter a number, we need to select a cell where we want to enter the numeric value. So suppose I just want to enter my numeric value here in G2 cell. So what I'll do is I'll type the value and then press enter, or I'll type 2 and then press tab, or I can also press the navigation key up, down, left, right. So when you enter the value, you can see the value in the formula bar as well as in the particular cell. So we can see that the 2 is showing over here and here also. So we can also include the decimal point if you want to. We can include the 2.5 and hit enter, and we can also use the currency symbol, like I said in the previous video, that the percentage sign is also considered as the numeric value. So if I use this percentage sign, it will show to the right in the cell. Same goes for the dollar sign. If I enter the dollar value, then it will show to the right. Here we need to notice one thing, that if we precede a value with the minus sign or we enclose it in the parenthesis, the Excel consider it to be the negative. Let me show you the example. Like I have this number 5, and if I enclose it in the parenthesis, it will automatically convert into the minus, the negative. So the parenthesis is gone. This happened because the journal is selected over here. So if I go back again and use the accounting, it will show the parenthesis. So let's get back to the journal. So now moving on to the entering text. So entering text into a cell is just as easy as entering a value. So all you need to do is to activate the cell, type the text and press enter or the navigation key or the tab. A cell can contain a maximum of about 32,000 characters. It's more than enough to store a letter or a medium article of the newspaper. So if we type a long text in a cell, the formula bar may not show all the text. Let me show you the example. This is our data type video, and my channel name is Let's Accelerate. Please subscribe it for Excel related videos. What I will do, I'll copy the entire text and paste it again so that it will exceed the limit. Exceed the. So here we have mentioned everything. We mentioned a long line, but it is not showing the entire line because it is only showing this is our data type video and my channel name is Let's Accelerate, and this line is gone. It is not showing over here in the formula bar. So what you need to do is you need to click on this drop down arrow, and the moment you will click on it, you will be able to see the entire text. Suppose you have a very lengthy text. Now let me paste it again, and here it is. So this text is still not completed. I'm not able to see the entire text. I just want to see the entire text. So what I'll do is I'll click over here and drag it down. So this is how I can drag it down according to my requirement. And let me give you the shortcut of expanding the height of the formula bar. let me just close it first. So when we press the Control Shift and U, it will expand the height of the formula bar. So we were able to understand that how to expand the formula bar to see the entire text. Now what happens when we enter text that is longer than its column current width? So if the cell to the immediate right are blank, which is not here in our case, let me blank it. So Excel text appears into the next cell located in the right side. If the next cell is not blank, the Excel displays as much of the text as possible, like this. Although the full text is contained in the cell, but it is not displayed. So if we need to display a long text in the cell that has non-blank cell next to it, we have few choices. You either edit your text to make it shorter. Although our text is very long, I'll make it shorter if I want, so I'm not gonna short it. Or you can increase the width of the column. You can drag it and you can increase the width according to your requirement, but it is too lengthy, so it will not complete that. Or you can use the smaller font. Although I'm using the 11 size, let me reduce the size, but this is not gonna work. So if I make it 5, it is not gonna work because my text is so lengthy. But we might have a situation where our text may fit using these choices. Or we can wrap the text within the cell so that it occupies more than one line. Here it is possible. Let me expand it and let me click on the wrap text, which is in the home page alignment group, and this is how I can see the text. And if you are not able to see that, you can zoom out. So this is all for today about the data types part 2. In the next video we will be discussing about the data types part 3, and which is going to be very important because we will be discussing about the date and time. And if you think that our video was helpful, so please like and share our video with your friend, and don't forget to like and subscribe our channel if you're watching this video on YouTube, and if you're watching this video on Facebook, so please follow and like our page and keep watching. Let's accelerate.